Hi, welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, the Safety Earth event has started. I managed to stay within top 10. Not a very good start though. And I do realize that Safety Earth could be means that they're recycling the train designs and of course cutting down on the gold exchange. It used to be able to exchange like 100, but now there's only 10. So this is really not so good. And as for the recycling of the train design, probably is meeting the theme of this event. Alright, so that will be it. So that really doesn't bother me. End of the day, if we manage to get those trains, even though we have that in other regions, that doesn't really matter. What's matter is basically if we get those trains in Russia and can use them as well. So now I'm busily preparing for this first competition, making sure every single factory is filled to the brim in terms of the input and output tray, so that we can have all the stuff ready as and when we require when the competition starts. Alright, something that you will notice when the start of the competition, they do require quite a number of copper. So do make sure you have lots of copper and nails as well. So these are the common things that they request for. So metal, also called the steel wise, you can grab straight away from the factory. So these are the few things that will be acting as the sub-components in making those recycled materials, or you can call it the Safety Earth event items. So I'll come to that probably at the later part of this video where I enter into the competitions. Okay, so now majority of this video is showing the preparation work for the first competition. Unfortunately, we can't do the EP head start. We can only do the EP head start in the second competition preparation work. So as I mentioned in the previous event, they have already started certain unannounced ways of tweaking the system. Like for example, we used to have like 20 or 30 jobs per customer. They will cut that down to 5 jobs. That means that they are forcing you to make sure that you complete 100% of the event map. So unlike in the past, we used to apply the 99% strategy, where we try to store our progress at 99% so that we will not be able to cross the 100% mark, and we got really terrible requests from the customer. But that no longer applies. And also, in fact, just to share with you my experience from the previous tweaking in the previous event, apparently those who cross 100% early tends to benefit. So what I mean there is that when they cross 100%, they seems to have bigger EPs as a reward, so that allows them to climb the ranking chart higher and faster compared to those that haven't crossed 100%. So it's a total change in terms of the way we play the game. So just going to make note of that. Try to complete 100% as soon as possible. And I think the other thing we got to take note is really no longer is there a need to start late. Starting late in the competitions doesn't gain you advantage in terms of the ranking, because in this first competition I was totally shocked. Later you'll understand what I mean. I was ranked all the way to the bottom when I started, and the first guy or the second guy, even the third guy, was like 100-200 EP away. So that was a really terrible start, because you can't chase someone that is of such high EP, given the fact that the EP reward from this event per customer at the start is about 27. So 27 EP reward is really low. Only gradually, when you play more into the customer's completion request, then you could have some 40 EP jobs. So you start with only 27 EP, and then you have 40 EP gradually with mixture of 27 EP. And then at the later part, then you have some that is 53 EP or so. So it's not every time you get 50 plus EP. If that's the case, that'd be easy, but that's not the case. Majority of the time, they're giving you 27 EP. But someone who have already started way in advance, probably very much on time, they will be 100-200 EPs away. Trying to catch up with these people is really tough. I must count myself lucky. The fact that I've managed to keep within top 10. I'm not too sure whether would we be able to push it further into top 5. But that's it. Starting late seems to have its disadvantages right now. I'm not too sure what we call this group right now. Does it mean that they are the less aggressive group as compared to those people who start on time, or should we all start probably 1 or 2 hours late only, so that we could all have the good, or so-called a fair start? Because having someone that's like 100 200 EPs away from you is not considered a fair start in my opinion. So but the fact that the timing when they start the competition may not gel with the daytime in every country. So that is a bit unfair, given the fact that especially in Asia, it will be at night or closing to sleeping time when the start of the competition itself. So we only have a couple of hours before we hit into the midnight. So it's really tough. And if once we hit in the midnight, we will not be working, and then people on the other side will still be working. So unless they're saying that this will be offset with the fact that once we are awake, they'll be sleeping. So of course, and the ending of the competition time is likewise at our night time, right? So these are part and parcel of the game itself. So what I did was I started somewhat, I think, not 12 hours but probably 8 to 10 hours late, but it doesn't work as well. So I'm not too sure what would be the good timing. Probably if you're able to catch a good timing, i.e. when you started the competition you are more with out above top 5, and then everybody is 0 EP, please share me the good timing to start. I really learn from you. But for me, I've tried like 8 to 10 hours. I say it's not working. So probably in the second competition, we will need to see how we can tweak that part. Or does it mean that if I start about 11 hours or 12 hours late, I would have formed into the next group? Then it's just a matter of luck, because when I started later, you'll see all the way to the bottom. So unless maybe I start another 1 hour late, I would have formed into the next group. So it depends on luck in that context. Then it may be a separate story altogether. So probably I'll try a few more tries to see what would be the good timing. You can see here I started and I was 23rd, and the top guy is like 134, and very quickly the next moment he's a couple of hundreds away. So I was totally surprised the fact that he's only 305, and especially when you first started in Russia, how would you be able to be doing so well? Unless you really bring a lot of keys with you, which is always probably the case, and of course people with large warehouses and lots of keys, lots of coins, and lots of gems probably. So that's it. I fast forward just to show you my progress gradually. You can see here it's already 187 for the guy. I made some progress of 27 EP, and then you can see there are 40 EPs and 53 EPs just came out. Alright, so these are the EP rewards, and I do urge you to spend some gems to upgrade your factory so that you can actually be able to produce more of the event items, and they are always the hot items after all. The fact that there's quite a long event, so you may want to consider doing that because that will give you rewards in that context. Alright, so I'm going to upgrade 4. So 2 additional, one is 30, one is 80 gems, so it's 110 gems in total. So I'm going to spend on that. I'm not spending on additional dispatcher first. I'm trying to save up and probably see how we work out. We're probably going to use it on a 1 week basis once I reach 100 gems, or let's see how things work out. Alright, so as we progress further, we got more and more jobs, and some of them are really easy. It's just a couple of trains that we are done, but some really take me probably 2 or 3 rounds. That would be 2 or 3 hours away, so it's really not easy in that context. Having 4 slots here makes things much easier and more convenient, and make it faster for you. So this is something that you already urge you to do. Do save enough always for the start of the event, at least 110 gems. I know it's not easy. Every video is a 1 gem, and of course sometimes when you get rewards or you get from the ship trade or from the jobs done, when you watch a video, it'll be much easier to get those gems. That's it. I'm trying my best to spend my few hundred keys, hoping to get another legendary, but I'm just getting common. I'm going to try once more, actually 2 more times actually. This unfortunately is so close, but it went back to common. So this one seems to be a better luck, I believe. So probably you can share me in the comments whether Have you been getting good trains from 100 key containers? Alright, so this is much better. It's a rare train. Alright, and do remember to drop me a comment on whether your starting position is as bad as mine. Or mine in 20 seconds, but now I managed to climb it back all the way to 9, but it's really tough. Alright, I wish you good luck, and please ensure that you have sufficient rest and stay safe. Goodbye.